Okay, 4-minute meditation. I am at the park today, so we got some background noise. All that. Let's just get into it. Mudra of choice today, if you would like to take one. It's always optional. Kumbera Mudra, you can look it up. Forgive me, y'all, but I'm gonna plug up my headphones to the phone because I just remembered it's better for the mic. Didn't mean to interrupt the meditation. I'm like, not you guys can see me. All right, let's get into it. We hit the 4-minute mark. I'm so sorry, y'all. This is not my preferred camera angle, but I don't like when you guys can see the stand, and I'm just trying to get it perfect. But we're just going to get into it. Nothing has to be perfect. Okay, so this message is for you if your moon is in Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, or Sagittarius. Shout out to Danny. Shout out to Garrett. Shout out to Rashad. Shout out to Cheyenne. Shout out to Destiny. Shout out to Dawn. Shout out to Alex. Yeah, my mutable gang.
I'm myself am a Gemini moon. If you're anything else, let me know in the comments. If you even know the sign of your mutable moon and the degree, drop that in the comments. And even if you have an affirmation, that would be beautiful. Can I get a message of ascension for my mutable moons? I'm just checking where we at on the camera. I'll move these up just a little bit. Okay. Okay. Immutable mutants. This is giving mutable energy too. You're very indecisive. Very indecisive. You're very indecisive. It's like you're super stuck in making a decision because it's like something about the love interest. And this is for the right now, you know. I don't have the taboo cards for clarifiers today, but something about love interest. You guys, it's like your cups are not equally matched. Like the emperor that's loving on you is not really loving on you the way that you're loving on him, or he's not meeting your cup, or this is you, and this is also you. Okay, so you are indecisive about, and it looks like you have two options, which gives very mutable energy, especially if you're Sagittarius. If you're any of them, a fucking Pisces, you could be all of these moon signs would do this shit. Yeah, but you are showing up as indecisive and not equally matched in a love arrangement. And the Emperor is really showing that it's like the person that you're in love with is really a powerful person. Like they are someone who's at the top of their shit in general, like in general. But today they're showing up as a powerful person who almost, it's either they're abusing their power like consciously and being very like dictator, asshole, aggression, like unnecessarily aggressive vibe, or they're sitting in their throne and they're not taking any authority at all. It doesn't matter how they're doing it wrong, they're just doing it wrong. They're not taking authority correctly in their own life. And they have a big life, like they have a big plate in front of them. So when they are moving with integrity, you can see it, you can notice it, you can feel it, and a lot of people around them can feel it as well. They're a big player. It's probably why you're attracted to them, but they're just not like showing up. They're not showing up on the plate today as somebody I would personally want to see any of my mutable moons around. Okay, they don't know. I'm like, let's see what they lack. I'm not actually sure as to what they lack. They lack the confidence to rule. That's one thing. So like I'm telling you, they're really this great person deep down, and that could be true, but they may not even see themselves as that. So excuse me. They have no will to push themselves to be a better person. Yeah, and I see you like no matter where you are, especially if you're the water one, what's a Pisces moon, okay? Especially if you're a Pisces moon, okay? But no matter where you are in your life and your journey where you recognize this, it's like you're truly, genuinely taking in everything that you can and just carefully trying to make little critiques of yourself and working on yourselves and really how you feel. So that could look like going to therapy. My nails stuck. It could look like going to therapy. It could look like journaling. It could look like painting. It could look like anything that's like, those are all the basic healing tools. You know, it could be something very unique to you. It could be yoga. It could be meditation. You know, it doesn't really matter what it is, but you are like, it's like you're taking you're taking in the information and you're like, okay, let me change. Like you're kind of talking to yourself, and that's a fish, so that's definitely for the Pisces. And you talking to yourself and kind of like tapping in and doing all that, because you're doing that, you're avoiding like you're taking the time right now to really identify with yourself, which is beautiful because it's like I'm trying to get my words correctly, okay? It's like you, by you doing this now, you're saving yourself extra hassle later from like building a foundation on something that wasn't built on solid ground, because you're taking the time to do and undo your foundation right now. So you're really getting into solid ground by just carefully, like, and it's small, showing up small, like loving on yourself, you know?
carefully loving on yourself. That's what I see you doing. Oops, damn it. Zam, zam. Not got the cards dancing. Okay. Don't gotta be perfect. It don't gotta be perfect. Excuse me. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Heavy on the Pisces moon. If you're a Pisces moon, just give yourself a pat on the back right now because you probably be going through a lot. You probably be going through a lot just regular, like on a Tuesday. You know, your emotions might change a lot in a 24-hour span too. So you literally do go through a lot. You know, and some Pisces risings, my Pisces rising, that's myself. Some Pisces moons might get a little stuck and kind of having to. I'm gonna use the word transform, even though that may not be the right use of the word, but to go through so much in a 24-hour span is a lot, especially if it doesn't always feel good. Okay, so just acknowledge that. Acknowledge your cup, how big it is, how kind of important it is for you to take care of it. Maybe write down just, and I'm really pointing to small things. Like, I'm not talking about like big things that make you feel better. Like, I'm sure not everyone, but in general, a car is something that we all want at one point in our life, especially if you live in America. So it's like, yeah, if everyone got the motherfucking deluxe Jeep, I'm sure that they'd be happy. But in real life, we're just talking about small ways to keep a smile on your face. You know, like watching your favorite show, brushing your teeth with the toothpaste flavor that you actually like versus one that you fucking hate and it makes you be like, ugh, every morning. You know, like little small things just to bring you more joy. Making sure to give yourself your favorite meal once a week. You know, every day, shit, it doesn't matter as long as you're taking care of yourself. You know, there was something that's healthy every day. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. None of this says what I'm saying. I'm just saying take care of yourself because you have a big cup. Okay, and by you taking care of your, like I said, you doing these little things, you're really, it's like your future self is very much saying thank you for taking the time now because you're really sorting through, like you're saving yourself headaches. Like it's like Two of Swords, and this is in reverse. So sometimes when you have Two of Swords, it's like, are you going to help yourself now or are you going to help yourself later? You know, are you going to set something aside for the future or are you going to set something aside for right now in the past? Or, you know what I'm saying, right now in the present, you know, which is, as soon as I said the present, that has now been the past. So it's like, the present is only existing in the now. The future is yet to come. The past is done, you know? So, you deciding in the moment to work on yourself in the moment, it's good for you in the moment and it's really beautiful for your future self because I see you basically it's like you're avoiding situations because you know how you feel. And it might be small things. Let's say you know you're left-handed and it makes you feel more comfortable to see all your hygiene products, your toothpaste and shit on the left side of the sink, right? So 3 years later, and you've been doing this, 3 years later, from this point on, you see yourself in a relationship and your person is so set on organizing everything to the right. And you're like, well, babe, I'm left-handed, you know? This is the type of work, like, because you already made that habit of taking care of yourself, it's something that you know that you do. You know, you don't have to, I guess, fight for it. And this is a hypothetical. It may not be the best hypothetical, but I hope you guys can hear me through the words that I may not say correctly. But basically, because you know yourself, you're less likely to get into it 3 years later over this because it could kind of blow up into something because you don't even really understand why it bothers you if they touch your stuff. But really, it's just that you're left-handed, and when you wake up in the morning and your brain's not all the way there, and you want to brush your teeth, you just want to reach and grab your toothbrush. That's what I'm saying. It's all little things, so we don't know how it's going to play out. That was an example, but either way, you are avoiding foundations crumbling, which is really good. So it looks like you're taking time to build good emotional foundations, and you're also clearing up confusion that you have or illusions of like what is real and what is fake, what is projected and what is real. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and back to the Emperor. Okay, so this is for some people, not everyone. Um and I'm gonna say take it with a grain of salt. So if you are recognize yourself as a feminine and you're dating a masculine, I'm definitely talking about you. If you recognize yourself as a masculine, you're dating a feminine,
I do believe that your feminine is showing up as the emperor. It doesn't have to be a man, but I'm just going to call him a man because he's the emperor and he's in reverse, okay? So whoever you're dating, I'm gonna keep it real. Whoever you've been sleeping with, you've been talking to, they are not your soulmate. They are not your person, you know? They might be, but right now they're not showing up as that. This is showing up as a fling, you know, as kind of, I'm going to use the word passions, but more just like romantic attraction and a common vibe, you know, more like you share, it's like you guys have heart eyes for each other and you probably both want to fuck, and I don't know the details about anything before or after that because it's not that deep, but um I don't want to like bring detriment to this relationship, but I'm gonna let you know, especially for my Geminis. This is my Pisces, my Geminis. This one is here for the moment. It's fun. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's not saying it's a bad moment. Just be like aware of actually how much do you love this person, how much they love you. Start thinking about it, and even if you can ask without rocking the boat, like just open the conversation so you guys can know, you know, like, oh, this person really just likes their dick sucked and likes da da da, you know, like, okay, that's cool. That's the end of our relationship. Or it might be something deeper, but I don't see. The thing is, even if it is, it doesn't have to, like, the depth I'm not talking about. I'm more talking about the timeline. And it does not look like an extensive timeline, but it looks like a fun timeline, okay? But I do see, like, okay, the trials and errors of this person is influencing you to take better care of your emotions in your own self. You know, I see that in you, but you're wasting your time. I feel like you're almost trying to plan a path for you and them to work, but it's just not. You guys were not woven into each other's like soul contract like that. You just happen to cross paths and really like each other in the now, and that is okay, you know. Not every person needs to be your soulmate. Like, this is not something you should run from because they're not your soulmate or whatever. They're just showing up as a lover because they love you and they want to like make love with you and have love. Like, it's a loving relationship. It just doesn't look like it's going to last forever because yeah, you have something that is just like down the line, my mutable moon, you have something that's actually more attractive to your soul, and this right now, you're just feeling it. You feel good. Like, everybody's happy in this little situation right now, and I would call it a situation because that's exactly what it is. Okay. But yeah, I do want to remind yourself, whatever time that you're spending with this person, it's important to spend some time with your own self. Just remind yourself how strong you are. You are infinitely strong. I don't know. Sometimes I flip the camera around in the YouTube videos, and sometimes I don't. So I think I'll do it this way today because I like this. But this is upright, okay? You're showing up as extremely strong. And you're showing up like, I hate to say it, but you're showing up strong by yourself. Like, and not by yourself, but it looks like you have a pet, especially if you have a cat. If you have a cat, you and your cat are really like the realest ones on your team. If you don't have a cat, it could be a dog because it's a lion. Lions give me cats and dog vibes because they like kind of they move like dogs to me, but whatever, that's just me. No matter. If you have a familiar, that animal supports you. And if not, I just see you have something in your corner that makes you feel strong, you know? And if you really want, if you don't identify with this, I ask you to really meditate and ask yourself and ask God, like, okay, what gives me strength? What makes me feel weak, you know? But I don't even want to put emphasis on what you feel is weak because I just want you to feel strong right now. And I want you to feel strong by yourself so that you're not leaning too much into this person and trying to kind of, looks like you're trying to plan your guys' like life or situationship together, and I think that's what you're running into because it's just what it is now. Whatever time you guys can afford, and that's the thing, I think you're spending too much time not in the right place with this person. I can definitely see that, okay? Um but yeah, whatever time you guys have is cool, but you don't need to plan on investing more time into this because it's not showing up as worth that amount of energy, but they do want you to enjoy it and they want you to learn the lessons from it and just be like, that is something, the situationship is something that, don't plan ahead of it, don't plan for it because it's not that much to plan for, but they're saying when the opportunity arises, they want you to be very live in the moment because there's still lessons and everything that this person can teach you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So So some of you do have two lovers. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, there's a fire sign. He's showing up as a fire sign, and it could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, some weird Pluto placement. It don't. We don't know. I doubt you know this person's full chart, and even if you do, whatever. We'll break it down. Fire sign and a water sign. The fire sign showing up as an asshole, showing up as a dictator, showing up as someone who's really trying to. The thing is, I don't think they know. They swear they're trying to love you, but they don't. They don't. This is fucked up. They don't love you like that, but they don't know that they don't know that because they're trying to love you. But that's just because I could tell this person on their own is trying to get their shit together. So then you have another person coming up as a possible lover, and they really do have their shit together. It's giving that Robin Thicke. Maybe I don't know if it's Robin Thicke or Justin Timberlake, but I wanna love you, girl. I wanna love you. Oh, that's how they're showing up. Like they want to love you, and they have the space and the mindset and everything for it. Like they have the absolute genuine care. Okay. Also, if you, I think this is you. This girl kind of looks like this girl. If you or anyone close to you has Cancer placements, look into that because it's definitely speaking. We got Cancer, Page of Cups, in the Moon. So this is heavy on like if somebody's a Cancer sun. I also saw Aquarius in here earlier. I can't even remember the card that made me think that. But if somebody is a Cancer sun with a, excuse me, Cancer sun with a Pisces moon, this reading is definitely for you. But let's say, I just want to like this, if I'm just putting this into English, you're, if I'm, let me put my words into English like I said I would. You're really deciding that you're in control of your life. And it's like, I love to see it because it's like you didn't even actually like, sometimes we have to go through a lot of trauma before we get up and decide like, oh no, I'm that bitch. I'm not going to have my head down low. Like I'm really good, you know? You are not really going through, I mean, you could have gone through, but it's not popping up in the card. So it's not like a definite cause and effect, but you're not basically being dragged through hell to wake up and reinvent yourself. You just kind of decide one day, like you just look at yourself and you're like, hey, I could probably care for myself more. Hey, that this person, this energy confuses me and I don't want to participate with it anymore. I want to get more clear in my goals. Hey, I really want to start to open a type of prayer intuition practice so I know where I am and what I'm doing. Yeah, and all these little, like, heavy on the little things, all these little things are just making you more in control. It's your life, your movie. You know, you're the director, you're the main actress, you're the everything. It's your life. And you're deciding that. Like, you're saying, hey, that's my life, and then you get up and do something that you want to do because it's your life. You know, you're not letting anything hold you back from anything anymore, honestly. I love this King of Cups, though. Also, for some of you, I'm going to tell you, because I knew it was Aquarius. Didn't I say Aquarius? And I don't know what even pointed me to Aquarius earlier, but I said that. And the motherfucking Aquarius card came out. For some of you, the Emperor and the King of Cups are showing up at the same time. I mean, are the same person. So that being said, some of you, like I said, are really fucking with this king. And you see him as like the divine man that he is. And you love him. Again, I'm calling him a him. But for some of you, you could be the sexes could be switched. So please read between the lines. But for some people, this man and this man are actually the same person, but these are two different energies that they're in. So this is an example. Again, take your reading between what I'm saying. Example. So they work a 9 to 5. So that means 9 to 5, they come up of this guy. They're the CEO. That means they're a dick. They come home every day and they're like, bitch, like, ugh, I wish you would make me some food. And you're like, what the fuck? Did you just come home in the house and say that? And you guys are, it's bullshit. They're like, they own a company. They do, like, it's like they're not coming off as someone, diplomacy is something that they're missing, but they're missing a lot of things. They don't really care for people. It's just like they just have authority. So it's like you're dating the CEO, okay? So this is your man's. Sometimes this is during the 9 to 5. They come home and they're like, ugh, I fucking hate da da da. They're just coming home with all this negativity. They're mad that you didn't cook. They didn't care that the fucking fridge went. It's just negativity. But then like, let's just say, for some people, from Saturday and Sunday, they are able to take care of themselves. They're able to really sit with their emotions and be like, oh, I shouldn't have said that to my wife. I shouldn't have said that to my husband. I shouldn't have said that. I really do love this person. Oh my God, this person is so strong. Even when I treat them like this, they still want to be my wife, which is crazy. But, c'est la vie. You guys, if you agree to this, if you are married, you agree to that. Yeah. Even like, it's like on the weekends, they're able to sort their shit out even financially, and they can still have enough hope and be in control to like show up for you the way that you would want your lover to show up for you. So for some people this is the same person, for some people it is not. If it's two different people, let's easily just remove this emperor, until they can come back and show up like this. And even then, I don't know if you really want them back, because you guys are just not in love like that. This person, okay, and I think for some people it's different people, okay? So you and the emperor both have heart eyes, you guys are both cool. It's just not equally yoked, but it is a attraction. You and the king of cups is more harmonious, because even if the same is true, you both have hard eyes and it's just attraction, you guys have the same common goal. So like even in just one night of experiencing each other, you guys both want the same thing, so it feels good to both of you guys. This can be draining because you would want to be loved equally, and I see you kind of going harder for this person, because this person is just fun and freeing. They just feel like you're like, oh, it's my lover. Like, I love them. You don't even think about it. This person, that's when you start trying to speak all perfectly, because you don't want to put terms onto what it is and what it isn't, because you know that you do love this person, but they don't love you like you love them, but you're still trying to love them to the best of your whatever. It's like too many words and not enough. Like, did they even choose you for you to say all those words? For you to really understand. That's why you get more into yourself. You're really like into yourself, okay? I just want to say, no matter what, just have hope. So I see Aquarius, a Cancer, a Pisces, a Scorpio, Aries, Leo. This one is not showing up as an actual Leo, though. I just feel like it's saying the person is strong. The other ones, I could see the signs. Okay. Yeah, just have hope in general. Have hope that things will change for the better, because you are working on yourself and you're taking control of your life in the little things that you do. And it is the little things that make your life joyous. The 5 minutes that you brush your teeth this morning, you like that toothpaste flavor. You really did, You're like, wow, it made you happy. It made you remember the toothpaste flavor when you first started brushing your teeth, when your grandma taught you to brush your teeth. I don't know, I'm making stuff up, but like, little things can make your whole life look better, feel better. Feel better is the heaviest thing. Yeah, you're just changing. You're just in the middle of a transformation. And I think the biggest part of the transformation for you is removing a specific masculine, and I use that word with a grain of salt, but removing a specific masculine from your vicinity, so they don't have anything to like lean onto you, especially when it comes to love and expectations. Because I'm telling you, it's not equally yoked anyways. And also just clearing up any confusion. Anything you have questions about, you are going to get answered. You're going to decide like, okay, this is what I need to worry about. This is not what I need to worry about. Have hope, okay? And also, this is just me being real. Right now, your money's not looking good. Your money's not looking good at all. Your money is not looking good. So just be cognizant of that. And I hate to say it, but it is because of this lover. It's like you guys are having fun, Yeah. You guys are having fun and your bag is getting messed up. Okay, so be cognizant. The last final card is our Page of Swords in reverse. So it's like, you're not being so much like tried right now. Sometimes like energies are actually trying us and like preventing us from getting to certain places. You're more like running into tests just because life is kind of curious as to where you stand. And you don't necessarily have the equipment to stand on your shit and protect it. I think you're afraid to set boundaries because you don't feel like you're worth it. But you probably need boundaries first to feel like you're worth it. Yeah. So it's like you're really not, okay. I see you growing emotionally Financially, I don't see you growing. I see you making terrible financial investments because you are trying to plan out your life with a person who's not supposed to be here. Um, and you have to start working on your boundaries. You're not working on your boundaries. You're working on making your boundaries smaller, more acute for the comfort of somebody else, which is very mutable moon. Like the mutable moons, the mutable signs in general, we're the ones that, in general, and I don't know about moon sign research, but in general, the mutable signs are the number one psychopaths, not psychopaths, the number one serial killers. So that's just to say the mutable changes the most. Like we are the type that, like, they're the serial killers because they smile at one person, they really mean it. They're not even faking when they're around this person and smiling. But then they go around the next person, they're fucking evil. Which is why I'm saying you're you're different too. You're different around this person, you're different around this person. I'm gonna point you to the King of Cups just because he's safer for you. He makes you feel better. This person does not make you feel this person makes you feel like you need to work on yourself. This person makes you feel like that bliss from the morning after. You feel good when you're with them, and after you could be more mindful of your money or just your investments. It may not be your actual money, it may be your time. Maybe you're spending too much time with this person, too much energy, too much of your resources. And I definitely see that. All right, I'm gonna meditate on this. You guys can tap out if you want. I'm gonna try to do 4 minutes. Let's see, it's 31:07, so that's 35.
Okay, last little rundown. I'm gonna just go through the middle cards and whatever else is speaking to me. Yeah, your shit's not equally matched with this Two of Cups Emperor. He's just not showing up as somebody I would even want to. The sex is probably good, I can tell, but like it doesn't look like he cares for you the way that you care for him. So if I were you, I would step back or just let's see what's another way to handle it. I would step back, or you kind of have to like, and this is the tricky thing because I don't want you to do this without adjusting the cups because it'll get worse for you. Um, I'm actually going to refrain from that original sentence, okay? The Emperor, I think you need to step back. Because he's making you feel like you need to work on yourself anyway, so just go work on yourself, you know? Transmute a lot of the energy. So forgive me if I'm wrong, but we should have a Leo full moon coming up, or we should have just had one. Double check the dates for me because you guys know it's October for me. The video drops in February, so the Leo full moon will be good. You can ask for strength then because you will receive it. That'll help you feel like you're in more control of yourself. Big, we are in Aquarius season. And if we're not in Aquarius season, I know we're extremely close to it. So you just got in it or just got out. You have to practice saying no because this person will spend your money. The thing is, they're not even spending your money, they're influencing you to spend your money. So you're hurting your own self more. So it's like while you're healing yourself emotionally, you're wasting your time, your money, your energy, and whatever those three things, something you value, whatever, or four, whatever, you're wasting these four, but because they're also precious, and if you live in America like me, capitalism, at the end of the day, they're fucking up your bag. Like if they're wasting your time, then that means you're getting less sleep, which means you show up to work tired, which means your boss was thinking about promoting you last week, and now they're like, ooh, what the fuck? She's been late every day this week. I don't know, you know. Um, they're just not growing you financially. They're making you be strong and resilient because you always are, but it's not really a place I personally want to see you in. Um, yeah. And again, all my readings, like I'm not like, I don't like to point my finger so bad at other people. You know what I'm saying? I think the biggest issue is yourself and the way that you accept this emperor to not love you correctly, and just kind of weigh you down. Uh, it's like they provide just enough to make you feel okay, but it's not really okay. Like they're not bringing enough blessings to your life for you to give them any coochie for real. The King of Cups, you can give them some coochie, but the Emperor, it's giving abusive, and it might not even be like um, consciously abusive. Like it's like the way he speaks to you, the way he makes you feel. Because he's mad about work or some shit. I don't know. I don't like it. It doesn't matter. But you have a King of Cups at the center of the reading. So if you are a masculine with water, like if you're a masculine and your moon is in Pisces or whatever, you're really showing up as somebody who takes care of himself and probably the people around you too. Your money is a place that you could focus, but you just got to relax and go back to the basics. Because I think you might have a lot of money on your plate, but because it's so much money, you're making bad investments with it because it's not small dollars that you're playing around with. It's big dollars. And that's what I'm saying. Like you're not really investing your energy into the right places, okay? So I would enjoy the love of the King of Cups, and set better boundaries. Just start by saying no. Something that the next time that this emperor shows up and he says, I want this, instead of trying to cut space for him in your life to give him that, or even if it's time, money, energy, whatever, just say no. You need to practice saying that. And give yourself homework to do it. Like try to do 3 no's a day. 3 times you would usually say yes. Really check yourself and be like no. And just say no to practice saying no. You don't even have to really want to say no. You get what I'm saying? Because it's uncomfortable for you anyway. So practice saying no when it's easy so that when it's hard, it becomes easier. Because you don't stand up for yourself a lot. You just protect your emotions, which is beautiful. But you're at the same time, you let somebody like drink from your emotional resources, which is just kind of weird if I'm being honest. Um, you're doing okay.
stay strong. Stay centered in yourself like you always are. Keep doing your moon work. Take control of your life. Have hope, because it will get better. Say no when your money's getting rocked, when your time, your energy, something that brings you wealth and importance is when it's going down. Say no immediately, so it can't go down anymore. Stay strong in who you are. Take your time with yourself, even if it's not turning out right. Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. Um, Let me know in the comments who, what, where, how I affected you. I did kind of group everybody into this reading. So that being said, sometimes when I watch readings for myself, like a general Taurus reading, I know that I'm not following the exact path of a general Taurus. I may be following something close, but I'm not on that exact path. Um, so that being said, this is a general reading for all the mutable moons. See what resonates with you and what doesn't. If it doesn't align with you, just toss it out the window. It doesn't have to be yours. You know, this is all just for growth and ascension. So find ways that you can work on yourself, that you can identify yourself here. Use it as a mirror, and take the shit out your teeth. Um, but yeah, you're doing fine. We're all doing fine. Let's see. Yeah. If he's not making you feel good when he's not in your presence and not even texting you, like, if he's not making you feel good, and I'm using the term he, it could be a she for some people, could be a they. If he's not making you feel good when he's not there and you guys are not communicating, like you guys are not touching at all, you should still feel good about him. Like, just go off your feelings, mutable moon, just feelings, okay? You should still feel good about him when you're not in communication and when he's not around you. Also, I would advise you guys, if you're feeling this person, you're enjoying it, you want to keep them in your life, think about ways you guys can save money together. Like, stop going out. Stop spending money. Like, cook in. Like, have a date night in. Go to a free museum. I don't know. Keep it, like, budget your romance. Because you're wasting your actual resources on somebody that's, this person isn't worth it. This person might be worth it. I can't lie. But you just have to get better at saying no. And some of us do have two options. If you have two options, the one that is a dickhead has to go. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one.